back in my truck again. At a job interview, well, the job interview is in like 40 minutes, but I always get to my job interviews super duper early because I'm anxious. So that's just me. That's how I am. This time I had a job interview for a place called Big Lots. It is everybody likes to call them a small Walmart. So, I've been interested in working here since I was in my early 30s. I used to live like really close by to this location, and I'd always walk through the aisles and I'd be like, it'd be really cool to work here because everything's so accessible here, and it's just really, it's really organized, but it's really easy to figure out like where stuff goes and stuff like that. Then I just like the vibes of the place. And as you can tell, I decided to do a January wrap-up video because, like I said, things happen, and then I'm like, maybe I should.
This is for you.
Hi. So I had a pretty good first day. It was pretty easy. It wasn't complicated or anything. Their systems are actually less complicated, a lot less complicated than the system that I had when I worked over at TJ Maxx. So that was a plus. It was the people that I worked with today. They were pretty easy to work with, very friendly, very helpful. Do have a really, really low clientele of customers though. So there really wasn't a lot of learning to do today. It was mostly for me. I was just kind of like walking around organizing and getting stuff done, but it was nice. I mean, it was nice to be out of the house. So I am with my husband right now. We are trying to, we are putting gas in our truck, and then we had some errands that we had to run. So there's not really much going on today, but it was a good, nice day of work. First day of work. Day 2 in the bag. So today was pretty much like the same as yesterday. It really wasn't hard. This is the thing about my job. So Big Lots ended up closing down last year. It was early last year. The whole entire corporation shut down. May of 2025, they ended up coming back, and a new company bought them, and they were like, this is it. Like, I'm trying to get comfy. We're going to revamp the place. We're going to make it better than it was. etc., etc., etc. There's only one little tiny thing they did wrong. Bad advertisement. They ended up not kind of like talking about it very well, and they didn't really show too much about it. It was kind of just like through word of mouth. Anyways, because of this, Big Lots didn't really get a lot of its old clientele back, like its customer clientele. It didn't get a lot of them back. A lot of them don't even know that they're even back in business. So I've been getting a lot of customers coming in, and they're saying, you know, when did you guys reopen? When did you guys come back? They're shocked. And I'm like, last year. Because of this, it's really slow right now, and we don't have a lot going on. So we basically just kind of organized the store. We're cleaning things, you know, stuff like that, which isn't a bad thing. But today was pretty smooth. So I basically just, you know, I cashiered. That's my job. That's my name. I'm a cashier. I call myself a store associate is what I'm actually called. But I just go by cashier because I do that pretty much 95%. Anyways, I'll talk more about it later. My son just got home from school. At another job interview, except this one is for my husband. Now he's trying to get a job, so that's what I'm doing today. This video so far, every clip has been me in my truck. Pretty much. Just me in my truck. So, yep, today we ended up rehoming Luke. He left at 9:30 this morning. It was a pretty easy transition. He didn't give us a hard time or anything like that. Luke was never really a temperamental cat. He was never mean or anything like that. He did have stubbornness. Boy, was he stubborn. And his stubbornness is usually what got him into trouble and also got him into danger. And initially what made him miss his first adoption appointment. But this morning he went without a fuss. We were fortunate enough that the animal control place was working with us, and they wanted, you know, to get him in as soon as possible to get him the treatment that he needed. So they made it within a 24 hours notice for today. They scheduled it yesterday. The dispatch that I spoke to on the phone yesterday kind of misled me. We did hit a road bump when we walked in there, or a roadblock. The dispatch lady that I spoke to yesterday on the phone did not relay to me that there was a $25 fee that we were supposed to pay in order to rehome him. So after we had drove all the way up there already, I wasn't aware of this and I didn't have it. But regardless, everything worked out. They waived the fee because it was a miscommunication on their part. So yeah, today was the last day that we had with Luke, and yep.
We've been waiting for so long. We've been waiting for this time to begin. We ain't getting any older. I kind of feel a little younger.
I woke up this morning and exited my bedroom, my youngest was standing by my door saying he didn't feel good. I was about ready to grab myself a cup of coffee and get ready for church, and then that happened. I'm pretty sure, if not positive, he has strep throat. There's some sort of another weird virus in our house. I don't know what the heck is going on again. It's like every 2 or 3 months we're going through this. Somebody in the house is sick. So, and then I also had to contact my boss today. I had to let her know that on Tuesday I have a dental appointment that I need to go to at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. She did not respond to that very well. She got really upset. She said that it wasn't looking too good for me. Didn't really quite know what that meant. I've only worked there 2 days. She was upset at a customer that had come in, I guess, because one of my coworkers told me that they were having a rough day today. I think she took her anger out on me, and I think that's what happened. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of disheartening. Didn't quite care being threatened on the phone, and I just wish I could find a job. I wish I could find a place that was normal and that it didn't come with stipulations and no sympathy or understanding for outside, family life and things of that nature. I called to ask if I could come in at a different time on Tuesday. I never said I wasn't coming in on Tuesday. I just wanted to come in at a later time. Or no, earlier, actually. I was going to come in at 8 o'clock in the morning instead of 12:30 in the afternoon. And she got upset and said that there was nobody to cover me at that time, and so forth and so forth. After that, she lied, and the person that she said wasn't available, she ended up having them cover me anyways. I didn't really quite understand that. I don't know if this job's gonna last. I don't know if it's gonna work out. I've been having such a bad streak the past year and a half with jobs. It's not even fun. I find a job, it doesn't go well, the hours don't work. They don't want to work with my family life. They don't want to work with my disabled son. They don't want to understand anything. They refuse to work with me, which leaves me in a jam because I do have an outside life outside of work. I do always make it very crystal clear during my interviews with people that I do have a disabled son and that I do have appointments that I have to go to, and he has appointments that he has to go to. I did let her know this. She got upset and said it's not looking too good for me. So that happened today. Today's just been kind of a scummy Sunday. I'm frustrated beyond belief. I'm mad. My husband can't get a job. He got denied all the jobs that he went to last week, all the interviews. He got denied. Me and my husband right now we're at the end of our ropes. don't mind my boys in the background. They're acting like idiots, and Logan's starting to feel better because his antibiotics, so he's screaming like a total banshee right now. Anyways, I just wanted to see, like, actually how long my hair is. You guys, this is the longest my hair has been. I want to say in about 7 to 8 years. This is crazy. Like, the weird part is that I'm actually losing a lot of hair right now. I'm shedding. But I don't know if it's just because my hair's growing, and I have really, really thick hair. I don't know if it's just because of that or because I'm aging, but it's mostly right here in that area. I'm not really losing it anywhere else. It's just right there. But my father, he lost his hair on both sides of his head, like right here when he hit 42, 43. Anyways, I made myself a little collage over there. I am not diagnosed with autism, and I've never been to a place to get diagnosed with autism or any kind of sensory things, but I do have sensory problems. So in order for me to deal with issues and to just kind of like decompress, I have a little quiet corner that I made, and it's below my photos and things. My oldest son, he likes to use it as well. So that's just like the quiet corner in here where you can just go, just decompress, read a book, do whatever, or just do nothing and just be by yourself. I actually tend to sometimes sleep in my quiet corner at night. So, yeah, today was pretty boring, but it was also, I don't know, kind of frustrating. I found out that at my old job, they were not taking taxes on my paycheck. Because of this, my taxes this year are going to be, so I'm not really happy about that, and I'm basically just trying to figure out like what to do. There's not really much I can do. I found that out today. My husband found out about his taxes, and his company that he was working for did the same identical thing to him. We ended up talking to a tax advisor, and she said that a lot of people have been coming to her and complaining about the same thing, that the companies that they worked for last year were not taking taxes out of their paychecks. And so they weren't withholding anything. So people this year are just not getting anything back tax-wise. I think it's a little peculiar, and I think it's a little strange, to be honest. I don't know how to feel about it, because it's weird. And I'm not going to get into it. I don't like to get in politics on my channel because I don't want people to be like, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, that's all I've been doing today. Kind of just chilling. Today was a pretty boring day. So I don't think I'll be using Chime services anymore for paychecks. Found out this morning, got paid, got my paycheck, and it got taken. The whole entire thing. Chime services decided that I owed old fees from early 2025. I had really, really high hopes for 2026, and I started this year like really, really, really happy and hopeful. We're literally only 1 month in. And me and my family have already faced 3 to 4 different challenges already. It's like 2025 just bled over into 2026. That's how my day is starting on this day, whatever day it is.
16:32.
Can I help you? Hello.
So I'm not doing this because All right, I will say this. Maybe it's time for me to start making some gut changes and some health changes. So maybe this is just the universe's way of making me do it. But for the past couple of days, there's been a virus in my house, and I have GERD. And whenever I get sick, my GERD flares up. Maybe to somebody else out there, they're like, that's not a bland diet, that's a regular breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. I never have. Maybe sporadically here and there throughout my life, I've like changed and been like, I'm gonna have some breakfast. But this is not me. So I usually have like a cup of coffee in the morning, and then I don't eat or drink anything until after 1 o'clock. I'm also in PMDD week right now, and as you can tell, I'm breaking out really bad right here. This one's coming back. I'm starting to get red here. I have a couple of problems going on over here. So usually during PMDD week, I don't feel well to begin with anyways. So that's my life right now, and it's been day 2, no coffee, you guys. I'm feeling it. I will say this though, I slept really good last night. I slept for a full straight 8 hours. I went to bed at, I want to say it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I didn't wake up until 7 o'clock this morning. So that's a plus. Do any of your cats have a toy box? She thinks I'm talking to her. My cat does. And now we're about to get grounded. Do not touch that Valentine's Day decoration. This is her toy box. She likes to play in it on a daily basis. She's like, you're not filming me. That's embarrassing. Are you pretty? Look at that pretty baby. She's got a piece of glitter in her eye, and she won't let me get it out. Look at me. See it? Boom, glitter. Wow. This is what I look like in January in direct sunlight. Pale as a ghost.
You look weird.
Ignore him. He's being crabby. So I'm at another job interview
crabby.
for my husband this time. Again, he's trying again. I don't know, you guys. It's been really weird on the job front lately. There's just been like a lot of people that are like lying, saying that they're hiring, and then you go and they're not hiring, or just like a lot of application picking. Like they're just collecting applications, and that's pretty much about it. It's really weird. Hey guys, I was gonna wait till the 31st to upload this video, but there's not really much going on right now. It's already been quite a 2 weeks. This is the last week of January, obviously, so there's not really much, like I said, there's not really much left to talk about for this month. The only thing that's going on right now is, like you guys could see in the video, we have some, job interviews and things like that. I have a dentist appointment next Tuesday. Not really relevant, anything. So I'm just going to wrap this vlog up here. I'm not going to lie, you guys, January of 2026 was pretty disappointing. I didn't really expect the things that are happening this month, and I didn't expect 2026 to start off like this. I usually like to say I have hope for the next month, but I'm not going to even do that this year because I did that last year and the year before that, and every month just kept coming up with new stuff. So that was January of 2026. And I'm just going to wrap it up here. Hope to speak to y'all soon.